You are so incompetent. You will never get it right. Oh dear me, what are you like? Hey loves, it's Mrs. A. How are you doing? Thank you so much for tuning in. Today's vlog is a follow-on from last week, so it's a part 2 on feminine energy. If you haven't seen part 1 of this series, please check it out. A quick recap. Every individual has 2 energies, both masculine and feminine energy. Both of these energies are not determined by gender, although one is usually more dominant than the other, and women tend to lean more towards the feminine energy, while men tend to lean towards masculine energy. So it's quite easy for people to think that these energies are gender-based, but they are not. In this series, we are going to focus on feminine energy, and I will talk about masculine energy at some point so we can see what they both look like and how people can tap into both energies. Moving on. Feminine energy is all about the nurturing, compassionate, and intuitive aspect within each of us. It's a universal energy that brings harmony and ease into our lives. Feminine energy brings softness and receptivity, and it allows us to connect with our emotions, listen to our intuition, and create a deep and meaningful connection with others. So clearly, this is not just a feminine thing, if you know what I mean. It's not about putting on long nails and glamming up, although it's also an important part of it. So here are some practical ways to embrace your feminine energy. Number 1, develop intuition. In order to tap into feminine energy, you need to pay attention to your gut feelings and instincts when making decisions and choices in life. Listening to your inner feelings, also known as intuition, is like listening to your heart or your inner voice that knows what is best for you. It can guide you to make choices that feel just right and make you feel good about yourself. Imagine you've been dating someone for a while and everything seems great on the surface. Your friends and family adore them because they are lovely and you enjoy spending time together. However, deep down, you have this nagging feeling that something isn't quite right. Trusting your intuition in relationships and love means paying attention to those inner feelings and emotions. You might not be able to pinpoint exactly what is bothering you, but there is a sense of unease or doubt that you just cannot ignore. As you continue to reflect on the relationship, you start noticing some kind of, red flags, like they probably canceling plans at the last minute without any valid reason, or they make promises that they never keep, or they don't even want to go to places with you. These small incidents start adding up, and your intuition is sending you signals that there might be an issue, like something is not quite right. Instead of dismissing these feelings or trying to convince yourself that everything is fine, you need to trust your intuition and confront the situation, but with wisdom. People have gotten themselves into unnecessary trouble just because they totally ignore their instincts. It happens to all of us. Number 2, cultivating self-compassion. Imagine you had a tough day at work and you made a mistake during an important presentation, let's say. You feel embarrassed and disappointed in yourself, like, we will all do. When your inner critic starts saying things like, "You made a mess, you are so incompetent, you will never get it right, oh dear me, what are you like?" Cultivating self-compassion means treating yourself with kindness and understanding. Just like you would treat a good friend who made a mistake, instead of being hard on yourself when these voices come to you, you practice self-compassion instead. Take a moment to offer yourself some kind words and consciously challenge those negative thoughts. And remind yourself that everyone makes mistakes, and that does not define your worth or competence as a person. I'm not saying you shouldn't accept the mistake that you've done, but treat yourself with compassion. After that, you can learn from the experience and work on yourself towards a future presentation. It is more from a self-reflective point rather than a self-criticism. Number 3, setting boundaries. Learn to say no when necessary and set healthy boundaries to protect your energy and well-being. Boundaries empower you to prioritize self-care and respect your limits. Imagine you're at a gathering and maybe a relative, let's say an auntie who is well known for having news of the world. You know what I mean? AKA Minister for Gossiping Affairs. She comes over and starts asking intrusive questions about your personal life, your dating life, maybe your job, and even your future plans. Like, really? Well, this can feel quite uncomfortable, right? It's like she's taking you aback. But setting boundaries means you need to take control of the conversation and respectfully assert your limits. So this is what you might do. Pause for a moment, get a little bit closer to Auntie, let's say Auntie Chico. That sounds like a cute name, right? Auntie Chico, I appreciate your curiosity, but I prefer to keep my personal life private. So can we focus on enjoying the lovely company and spread of delicious food instead? You will notice how quick Auntie Chico will change the topic. I feel like this can be quite a challenge for some people because there is a fear of this being misconstrued as disrespectful, but far from that. Setting boundaries isn't about being rude or shutting people down. It's about honoring your needs and creating a space where you feel comfortable and respected. Simple as that. So the next time you find yourself in a situation where someone is overstepping their boundaries, don't be afraid to stand up for yourself and set those boundaries with grace and confidence. Last but not the least, and this goes for my queens, celebrate your femininity. Embrace and celebrate your unique feminine qualities. Dress in a way that makes you feel confident and look good, celebrating the power and beauty of being a woman. Embrace your femininity with pride and let it shine in everything you do. Embracing your femininity can boost your confidence and overall sense of self-worth. Remember, when you tap into your feminine energy, you would have so much ease in life and create a ripple effect of love and authenticity. If you found this vlog inspiring, share and like the video, subscribe, have a lovely week, and I will see you soon for the next episode. Mwah.